Hello everyone, welcome back to another stock analysis video, and today I want to have a look at Micron Technology, or MU, on Nasdaq. And I'm sure some of you watching this video are familiar with Micron and what they do, but for those of you who aren't, let's have a quick look at the company before we analyze the stock, because it's also always so crucial to know what the company does and know what you're investing in. So Micron is an American company. It's based in Idaho. It produces many forms of semiconductor devices, and these include things like DRAM, flash memory, USB drives, and solid state drives. They sell these products to consumers under the brand names Crucial and Ballistics, which, if you're familiar with any sort of PC hardware or ever built a custom PC, you'll know they're hugely popular and one of the biggest brands. So in January 2006, they also began a joint venture with Intel, which are a CPU manufacturer. This was called IM Flash Technologies, and they produce 3D X-point flash for use in data centers and high-end PCs. But in October 2018, Micron announced they would be spending $1.5 billion to acquire Intel's 49% stake in the joint venture. Micron believe this will enable them to accelerate their R&D and optimize their manufacturing process, according to the chief executive. I'm not sure how well this partnership went with Intel and Micron, as there has been rumors and suggestions from both sides that they wouldn't work with each other again, so not sure how that went, but there you go. Micron's going to be buying out Intel, and they're going to be the sole owner of IM Flash Technologies. So now that we've had a look at the company itself, I want to get into analysing their stock. So on this 1 year view, you can see that Micron have been on a downward trend since about May and June time, when the stock peaked at $64.66. However, towards the end of 2018, they bottomed out at around $28.39. So they more than halved in about 6 months' time. So this isn't exclusive to Micron, as a lot of semiconductors around that time were taking a big hit, but that just shows you this stock is quite volatile at the moment and has been on a downward trend. They have recently bounced back, and they're under just about $40 per share at the moment, which for current earnings, which for current reporting earnings, is an extremely fair price. So if we have a look at some of the figures, you can see that they have a trailing PE of just 3.22, which is extremely low and a rare find in this market. But the forward PE is 6.28, and this implies that future earnings will be lower. And earnings per share is also at a great level, currently at 12.414. And what this means is it will take you just over 3 years for you to earn your money back on an investment, which is crazy, and many stocks can't come anywhere near this level of EPS. After looking at these figures, Micron does seem like a wildly undervalued company compared to a lot of other stocks on the market, and they look like they're ready to jump up at any moment. However, let's have a closer look at revenue and earnings, as this might tell us a little bit more. So this graph from Yahoo Finance shows us that revenue decreased from 2015 to 2016, and that made earnings fall into the negative. But the next year they bounced back strong with earnings of around $5 billion, and in 2018 they had earnings of nearly 3 times that of 2017 at $14.14 billion. And that seems crazy. The earnings growth there is unbelievable. They had negative earnings 2 years prior to that, and now they're earning $14.14 billion. That's crazy for an established company like Micron. And there's a reason for this. That reason is that Micron operates in an incredibly cyclical area of the market. And what this means is they have massive booms and busts of demand in consumer products, because a lot of their memory that they make goes into consumer products such as phones, computers, those sorts of things. So those demand for those products and the prices of those products massively impact Micron and their revenue, their earnings. So just saying that, I want to have a look at memory prices. Memory prices between 2015 and 2018, and we can see that the memory prices mimic Micron's revenue essentially, with prices high in 2015 dropping off drastically into 2016, and this would explain the huge decrease in earnings Micron had that year. But through 2017 and into 2018, you can see memory prices rise again, peaking in 2018, which obviously explains that unbelievable gain from negative in 2016 earnings to 14.14 billion positive earnings in 2018. And you can see it here on the memory graph. It correlates with Micron's earnings perfectly, peaking in 2018 exactly as Micron's earnings have. Something that is concerning about memory prices on this graph, though, that I want to point out to all of you, is that they have since fallen from the 2018 peak to below the level of 2016, and that's where revenue dropped into the negative. And this is worrying many analysts, and this is why Micron's PE is so low currently, and they have such high earnings per share, is because people have already priced in these potential pitfalls in Micron's earnings and Micron's revenue. So they're already priced at that level of back to being at 2016 revenue and earnings level. So their book value per share, though, is $30.24, which isn't that far off where we sit now at about $38. And considering that the stock was below that level towards the end of 2018, I think If the stock does hit that level again, I will definitely be purchasing some of the stock. But right now, despite the great valuations, I feel like with upcoming earnings, this stock could take more of a hit if analysts are predicting. But then on the other side of the coin, there are analysts who believe that Micron will do just fine. And the big memory manufacturers, including Samsung, have been trying to put in measures to ensure that they're not as cyclical and not as affected by these booms and busts. And the big memory manufacturers also are arguing that it's not like the old times where a company could jump in, ramp up production and flood the market with memory, and that would obviously decrease the price massively for Micron and Samsung and other big memory manufacturers like SK Hynix. So now they're saying that because of the R&D costs and the setup costs, they are less prone to being part of this boom and bust cycle. But saying that again, there is big players in China coming out soon. Recently, sorry, not coming out soon, already have been established, which are producing memory that haven't before. So that it was also a concern. But there is analysts who do think that Micron will be just fine. Micron's earnings will be fine. So if you do feel like Micron's earnings will be fine, this is a great time to buy the stock. If you think that these earnings are going to come out and be positive again, be anything like 2018, then expect Micron's stock to increase again. But I hope this video gave you a little idea of why Micron's stock is so low compared to their PE and why Micron has such great earnings per share. It does seem very undervalued, and when I first saw the stock I thought it was a sure thing to buy, but looking more into it, there was definitely some reasons why Micron is at this valuation. It's whether you want to take the risk on the earnings, buy now, hope earnings are great, and hope earnings are very strong again this year, and you could be in for a great upside. Also, if the Micron stock hits the book value or lower, I do think that is a great buying opportunity as well. I will be buying some stock that's there. So thank you for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a lot about Micron stock. I hope to see you in the next one. Make sure you're subscribing. I'm going to have some more videos about free trade. My free trade review is coming up soon. So subscribe, make sure you hit the bell. Don't miss that one. Like the video and comment down below if you want to talk to me about anything, ask me any questions, give me some constructive criticism, some feedback. I'd love to improve, so I'll welcome that. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.